Hello everybody, in this video I would like to show you how I paint this portrait of a Tehuana. The first thing I do is draw the portrait on the canvas using plot lines. In this stage I begin from the biggest shapes to the smallest shapes such as eyes, nose and lips. It is very important not to rush this stage, because it is the foundation of the whole painting. Always double check the big shapes in relationship to the small shapes. The photo reference should be adjusted to the canvas. What I mean is, if the canvas has a ratio of a square, your photo reference should also have that ratio. Sealing the painting. I will make another video showing you how to adjust your reference in Photoshop. Sealing the painting. After finishing the drawing stage, the next step is to seal the canvas and tone it down. To seal the canvas, I use a spray. It is a fixative spray that you can find on your local art store. It is important that you seal your canvas on an open space or a well-ventilated room. After sealing my drawing onto the canvas, I tone down the white canvas with an acrylic paint. I'm using a red acrylic paint because the photo reference is mostly red. Here, I put some of the acrylic on a tray and add some water to thin down the paint to my liking. If it's too much paint, you can lift the excess paint with a wet cloth or napkin. Finally, just let the acrylic dry for a few minutes. Now that the canvas is dry, we can begin to paint over with oil paint. I begin painting the darks, that is, the shadows and the darkest parts of the photo reference. This stage might take a lot of time if you have a dark dominant photo reference or a low-key painting. You can also paint the background on this stage if your background is not very complex. If it is, I recommend just painting the dark parts of it. Moving on from the biggest darks, I continue with the smaller darks that are on her face. It is important to use the correct brush size for each part. When blocking in the biggest parts, I use a big brush and a small brush for the smaller parts. On this clip you can see the different brush sizes that I use. My color palette, safflower oil, Gamsol, on this stage of blocking in, I'm still blocking the darks on her headpiece. The final part of the blocking should be the lightest lights. Finally, the last stage of this painting is around her face. Therefore, I am confident to finish her face first and then work on the headpiece around her face. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.